Alrighty, howdy, and welcome back, Long Darkers. We're going to continue on with our Cougar bait run. Once again, trying to build up a character who can fight the Cougar, as it's due to be released here in a little bit. Re-released. Last time, we visited the dam, and the dam delivered. We got ourselves a hacksaw, we got a bedroll, we found some matches. Also delivered us some food poisoning, so we're a little bit low on condition, but I think we'll be all right. So I think the goal here is to gather what we need in terms of scrap and coal so that we can forge. If I wasn't at 30% condition, I'd maybe make a run down there to Spence's and Forlorn Muskeg to forge right away, but kind of low. I don't want to rush it. One wolf could kill us. We need to be a little bit safe, I think. We're still early. We're still less than 2 days in, and we have everything we need. So forging on day, 4 instead of, 2 is fine. So, yeah, I think that's the plan. So let's load it in. I think we're gonna go to the dam and gather some scrap metal. And once we have that, we'll probably head over to Trappers and the cave that goes to Mountain Town to get our coal, and then we can sleep the night in Trappers, and then we'll just be ready to head over to forge in the morning. So, what do we need? We need 5 scrap for that, and we need 3 scrap for that. So we need 8 scrap minimum to make both of these, and then every other scrap can be turned into an arrowhead. So basically we need 8 plus as many as we can get for arrowheads. In terms of scrap, we're going to crouch because there were wolves here when I jumped into this trailer to sleep last night. This looks like a Maglens type of weather right now, but it is early and it is real cold and windy, so let's close this up. So yeah, let's go inside, let's look for things we can chop up with our hacksaw. Take a quick look for like a pry bar. Should be light enough that we can use our hacksaw. Dead body. Fortunate. Alrighty. Let's see a pry bar. So we may end up wasting this nice sunny day for a maglens, but that's alright. We need our scrap. It's not optional. So yeah, like I said, we're looking for at least 8, obviously more, so that we can make some arrows as well. So 3 hours for 8, half that for 4. A little less than that to get some scrap as well. How much do we currently have? So we currently have 3, so if we just did the shelf, we would actually have enough. I think I left 1 scrap at camp office, and there is usually a scrap or 2 around the forge. So I think if we just take this shelf, then we will have the 8 that we need for the tools, and we'll have at least 6 arrowheads, hopefully more. And there's always a few things that you can cut up at the forge too. So I think that is the plan. I should have enough food in me to get this done. So let's chop this up. 3 hours gets us to about midday.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Yeah, we know. And so I think we can now head back to camp office, pick up whatever supplies we have there, then head over to Trappers and the cave to get some coal, and then probably call it a day. I'm going to eat all these so I don't have to eat them outside while I'm cold. Also get rid of that sprain wrist. We're going to probably grab a bunch of cattails on the way. I think I'm going to go through the river path this time because there's more cattails. So I'm just going to fill up on this. And if we can get a fire with that sunny day again, that would be awesome. We'll see what happens when we go outside. Oh yeah. So there's always the give and take, like I'm not cold yet, so do I want to stop and make a fire? But if I, you know, if you let it go, the weather can change and you can lose the mag lens weather. So I think I'm going to loot these things. Actually, you know what, we're just going to, I've convinced myself with my own reasoning to use the mag lens fire. Free fire, it's hard to pass that up. Weather could change in an instant. Cloud up, get foggy, we could lose the mag lens. Turns into a blizzard, we're going to lose the fire anyway, but it was basically free. All it's going to cost us is a tinder and a book. We can also heat up this pork and beans. Since we have a can opener, open that up. So cook a tea. I have a birch tea. I don't have anything else to cook. That is unfortunate. Alright, never mind. I don't want to sit here and wait for water to boil. We are going to do this though. Burning out. Alright, take our torch. It's got a little bit windy, that's unfortunate. Hopefully it's not as windy as it could be. Usually when the wind chill's around like -20, that's when your torches will blow out in your hands, so. That's where we're going. Alright, let's check this trailer real quick. Dang it. Hopefully at least the sunlight will stay out so we can start another fire. Oh my gosh, so much spray paint on this run. Nothing in here. Nothing hiding back here. Literally a completely empty trailer. Awesome. Glad we stopped here. Oops. Let's check up here. Wow. Fantastic. Love it. Love to see it. Okay. That's unfortunate. I'm assuming my fire blew out, but let's check. See the embers. It is. I don't know if this torch is going to last. Try again, just in case. Walk straight into the wind. Awesome. That is unfortunate. Alright, so we're gonna have to watch for wolves. I'm just going to eat this before it gets cold, so we can get the warming up. There's a deer down there. Alright. Let's grab some cattails. plenty of the cattail heads back at camp office, so I'm just going to leave all those. But we'll need the food for foraging. I'd like to keep well-fed going, but if we have to lose it to forage, that is fine. Alright, so let's head up through here. There can be a wolf in this little corridor, and that would be real unfortunate if that happened. So you're gonna have to like turn around at that point. Can we get any shelter from this wind? No. Would have been nice if we could have scared the deer up into that area where the wolf could possibly be. As I mentioned in the previous video, if you don't have a torch or a bow, the only thing that can save you is if you get lucky and hit the wolf with the rock as it's coming at you. I hope to avoid that. Okay, we are wind sheltered, so I could start a fire again. I have an accelerant if there is a wolf. Okay. There he is. So we have some options. If we could sneak by him by crouching. We don't have anything stinky. Alright, I think we're far enough away that if we book it... Oh, for God's sakes. Alright. Alright, we're gonna have to make fire. Fire. Maglon's accelerant. I think it'll attack me before this gets... Go away. Okay, hopefully he ran in a convenient direction. If he ran over here, I'm going to be real sad. He did. Okay, hopefully we can lure him over here while we still have the torch, and we can get him to flee. Come here. What are you doing? Please don't bug out on me. Over here. I don't know what he's doing. Please act like a normal wolf for once in your life. I literally hit him in the face. I don't know what to do. It's so buggy. Oh god Okay, so he got that rabbit. He might be distracted. I lost my torch.
I've never felt so cold in my life.
I'm just gonna let him eat that rabbit. Here's a bunch of birch, which we will eventually need, but I just... Oh, there's another wolf. I don't think I can get up here. Why did he run? Why is he running? Okay, please let me up on this hill. I will love you forever. Long dark. Oh my gosh. You know, I'm assuming he can't get up here. Another fire. Having some
Fire.
So yeah, this is a predicament. This is a predicament. We really need this wind to die down, so we might just be hanging out here. Which means I'm going to burn a coal to warm up. If I'm going to be stuck here... then... yeah. Let's just drop all of these. If you drop these and you jiggle them, you right-click them, they will warm up, but they will never burn. They will just go to the hot. And they won't actually burn. Suppose we can hang out. Oh, I don't have anything. I can make a coffee, but I have one ready. Might as well drop that in case I feel like that is the best option. I have one of these yet? I don't. So since there's so many wolves, probably make one of these in case we actually end up getting mauled and survive. Alright, where did the wolf go? Did he mosey on back to wherever he started? This wind still looks pretty ridiculous. It's off to my left. I don't want to step on this fire and burn myself, so I will just trust that he's over there. But it would be nice to check the wind speed. I'm not in... I think it might have died. It's hard to tell because this fire is really loud. Alright. Let us take all these. I think we're going to drink the birch so we get some health. We're going to take our torch and we are going to risk it. I do want these birch, but I'm really heavy. Alright, let's see the wolf. There he is. Please go away. Thank you. Alright. God, you always have to run right where I want to run. he went up the hill. Alright, well, that could have been worse, so thank you for that. Miss out on that stone. Alright, let's get as far away from this wolf as possible. We're actually not getting cold right now. Improvised insulation. Doing a lot of work right now. We're gonna get kind of tired, but we got plenty of time, so we can take a nap. Camp office if we want. Don't let our torch die. No wonder we're so heavy. We have a million torches. Okay. We can ditch some of those if we need to. Alright, cattails, light, weight, food, vitamin C, although we turned off scurvy, so don't need it for the vitamin C, but still lightweight. Don't smell. We have birch. We found a maple. Cattails. Alright. Please get me to safety. And I think we just gather what we need and go to Trappers. This weather is fantastic. It'd be a real waste if we took a nap or something right now. Did I get all the cattails here? Yes, I did. These are our terrible torches. I just heard a wolf somewhere attack something. Alright. Let's quickly...
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Drop stuff we don't need. I don't need 2 of these. I don't need 2 of these. I don't need any of these. That could be accelerant. I don't think I want to take that. We'll take a can so we can have 2 things to make fire with. Let's drop all our birch. Get this out of the way so that starts curing. I killed that rabbit. Did I never harvest the gut? Seems like a mistake. Do I have any scrap in here? No. I could take a book for fire. I have a book for fire. Cattail heads. We have 4. We're probably going to get some more on the way to forming muskeg. Don't lose our fire. Alright, what else can we just drop quickly? This is fine. We need all this. We don't need that. This is not good enough to wear. We can take that. And all this is fine. We have 2. Okay. Is that rabbit still out there? I swear I had a scrap. Oh my gosh, excuse me? Aviator cap. I'm on like almost 200 days on my other run and I've never seen one of those. I also don't have a set of extra thermals on that run. This run is just blessed, honestly. Did I not harvest the rabbit? If not, it should still be here. Oh my. Alright, well, we need to harvest that because we need the gut. So maybe I will take that. Or do we start a fire so that we can do that now? and not lose our fire, but the weather's pretty good. Don't need to hang on to it right now. I think I'm just going to take it to Trappers, and we'll start a fire over there, because this weather is pretty good. We have enough cattails to survive the night. In terms of food, we can also eat that. Maple syrup if we need to. So while it's warm, let's just go, while we're also less tired. We're pretty tired right now. Let's go. We have our torch, so we're going to be stinky, so animals may be coming to say hello. But we have a torch so we can fucking protect ourselves. Speaking of animals. Right on cue, buddy. Right on cue. Alright, I would really like to pick up sticks, so I'm gonna have to ask you to kindly leave the premises. He wasn't close enough that he would attack us if we were continually moving, I don't think. But since I do want to collect some stuff on the way. We will be stopping every once in a while. I just don't need him in my life. Hopefully he'll run far enough away that he won't smell me anymore. So I was going to cut across that area, but as you saw, there's usually a wolf. So... minds his own business. I don't really want to run. We're pretty tired. We're overweight now because we're tired, so just mosey. Okay. Wolf is far off to the right, so I'm assuming that's the one that we just had a visit from. Alright, so we'll just go down into this little valley. Follow that all the way to the Trappers. Probably drop off the rabbit. Actually, yeah, I don't know what we'll do. What will we do, rabbit? I guess we could stop at the cave first. I think we have enough torches to do that. We'll be grabbing coal, which will make us heavier, which will make us move slower, so maybe we'll dump a bunch of stuff out front of the cave so that we can go in a little bit lighter and get this done a little bit quicker, and then spend the rest of the evening harvesting rabbit, making water, whatever feels appropriate with the time. We just came through here not too long ago, so normally there's a lot of birch in this area, but it takes a little bit to respawn. Birch bark. Speaking of birch, there's a sapling. It's going to need saplings to make arrow shafts. So we have a bunch of camp office, might as well take this one. Maple, though, we do need for our bow. So we do want to look out for that. I always forget if the cave is right here or if it's around the next rock. That is not a cave. Ugh. I should not run. I don't want to wear myself out anymore or reduce my carrying capacity anymore, although we might lose this fire to the wind. There's the cave right up there. We are wind protected. We can keep this fire alive. Yeah, we're definitely going to go in the cave right now before we lose this, because we need the fire to see what we're doing. This is not the cave. I'm insane. Is it down here? Was I not paying attention? No. It's around the next rock. Alright, we're going to hope that we do not lose our fire when we come around this corner and get out of the wind shelter. Okay, so let's get in here before we lose our fire. And then we're going to just drop a bunch of stuff here that's making us heavy. Fine. That way we can grab some coal. And not be stupid heavy walking back. So, yeah, this is a fairly linear cave. So, it shouldn't be too hard to find our way back. Please, coal. Any coal. Single coal would be appreciated. There it is. I'm also going to grab it on the way back, because if I drag it all the way to the end of the mine and then have to drag it back, it just slows me down. Broke my own rule there. I don't need to grab that stick. I can get it all the way back. So I'm just going to look out for it, make mental notes where the coal is. There's a bunch around that fire. And then we'll snag it on the way back out. So we're going to go all the way to the end that dumps you out in Mountain Town. There's a log, there's a coal here in this little atrium, there's another coal there. So that is enough coal to get our forge up to temperature. Grab these since this is a little dead end and I don't need to come back through here. I believe coal raises the fire temperature by 20 degrees and you need to get the forge to 150 to have it hot enough to do your forging. So you do a little math, you need 8 coal, or if you use some sticks and other things to get the temperature up a little bit, then it's 7, or maybe even 6 if you use a lot. Okay, so I don't see any more coal over here. That's the exit to Mountain Town. I don't need to go out there because if it's windy, it might blow out my torch and I'll be real sad. Blowing out my torch. So I always want to go with 8 at a minimum, just in case, like, for whatever reason I don't have sticks or whatever. There should always be a little bit of coal around the forge. Obviously, the first time you go there and you pick it up, it's not going to respawn. Usually just do some reclaimed wood, some other scrap metal. This is I picked up those coal. So usually a little bit to help you, but I just don't want to mess with that.
I need to find a place to rest.
This run's been real good. So we want to take all the precautions that we can. It's still very, very early. We are very far ahead of schedule. I was about to say there was another coal here. Alright, so I think the only other coal is in that other area where there's a little opening with the burned out campfire. And then we'll go to Trappers. We'll harvest our gut out of our rabbit because we need I think it's only one gut. I should double check on that. I have my computer there. Alt tabbed me for no reason. But I think it's only one gut that you need to make the bow, but I'll double check that when we are in a more safe location, or I guess a location where I know I'm not going to lose this fire. Alright, we're going to be real fat for a little bit. Let's double check over here. I already checked over here, but okay. We're on our way out. Let's gather all our stuff. Make sure there's no coals hiding in the corners. The one thing that is really nice about Trappers is the bed in Trappers actually heals you more than any other bed in the game. It has magical healing properties, so since we do need to recover some health, this is kind of a nice place to do that.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
I'm really fat because I'm tired. So it doesn't sound windy, but it looks like it might be foggy, which is fine. Alright, we should be able to... Oh god, why is the wind always in our face? Always, always, always. Okay, let's, so now I can run right here. I remember picking it up in the cave, which means I didn't drop it, which is fine. I just want to make sure I still had that rabbit. Let's try to make it inside. Just enough torches. Complained about having too many torches earlier, but who's the genius now? Maybe me. I don't know. Okay. So, real quick. Survival bow. Does require 2 guts. We only have 1, so maybe we go back out there and look for rabbits behind Trappers, which I believe is where this current rabbit that I have came from. But we don't need to carry all this stuff. So while we're doing that, let's drop the birch so it cures. And then we'll dump a whole bunch of stuff in here temporarily. I just don't need at the moment. 2 of these now. If we're gonna go hunt rabbits. Alright, I don't know if I want to take this fire back outside. It was getting kind of sketchy. So maybe we'll start a fire in here. We have some logs. We'll make some water. Torch. Book that we're never going to read. Start a little fire. Make sure it's a little longer. Go get ourselves a rabbit, hopefully. And then we can do a little bit of harvesting and then sleep.
Oh yeah.
This torch sucks, but it is what it is. Let's add that log. It's quite heavy. I left all my stuff in here. Water. Alright. Always good to have. There's never really too much water. I don't know if I'm going to bring it all. Cool, it's not going to take me an hour, whatever minutes to kill a rabbit. If there are even any rabbits out here. Alright. Recycle this into a stick. Let's look for rabbits. Sometimes they can be up and over the hill a little bit. I don't hear anything, which is not a good sign.
sun is setting.
Excuse me. Also sometimes where like the animals won't spawn if you just turn out, like you have to like turn your back to them or something, and then all of a sudden they'll like appear. Let's see if they're over here. Sometimes, yeah, if you like walk out and you're like, oh, there's supposed to be rabbits here, and then you turn around, there'll be rabbits. Or a deer will like magically appear. Hey, perch. Perch. Alright, well, that is unfortunate. I need cattails for dinner. One last, like, go around the corner here, pop back, see if there's a rabbit, otherwise, call it a day. There.
So tired.
Unfortunate. Alright. Well, that is the way it is sometimes. Alright, let's harvest our gut. 5 minutes till boiled. Can make a birch in 5 minutes. Which we might drink before we go to sleep just to get that extra health regen. We have 42 minutes. It takes about 40 to get the gut out, if I remember correctly, on the initial, yeah. It might be faster with the hacksaw, but I am fine wasting a few extra minutes. The hide will always be fastest, or as fast as it can get with your hands. 40 minutes. Let's add another stick or two just to make sure we don't lose the fire in case we need it. Alright, let's get this. Drop the gut. Might as well get a hide. And then we're probably just going to sleep our 10 hours. Maybe we'll make a birch.
I could eat anything right now.
That'd also give us some calories. Need to make another cup of coffee. I have one. It should be fine. An enormous amount of water. There's almost no way I'm going to be dragging all that to the forge. So 6 minutes. Let's make sure this actually finishes. And then, yeah, I think we'll drink the birch to get that extra health back, because we are kind of low. I'm probably going to want some torches. I don't know, early game, I think 5 is a pretty decent number. If they're awful, then maybe an extra 1 or 2. Alright, yes. Accelerant. sure.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
I don't think I need the 2 sewing kits on me when we travel, but I think this is probably going to be roughly about what we travel with. We'll probably ditch some water to be a little bit lighter in the morning. But I think that's the plan. So let's chug our birch. As it feels bad wasting the birch, because it can also warm you up when you're outside. But also douse this. Get ourselves some food. Chug some water. Sleep for 10, and I think that'll be it for this episode. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Hopefully you learned a little bit. Hopefully your butt was as clenched as mine when we were fighting 2 wolves at the same time in the windy conditions. But we made it. We made it. We made it. Just barely. But it got a little touch and go there. Sometimes that'll happen. But yeah. A little scary. A little windy. A little wolfy. But we gutted through it. And we're looking really nice right now. So early morning, we don't even necessarily have to go out right now if it's cold. But we are set. I think that's going to be it for this episode. We're on our way to the forge in the next one. Yeah, day 4 forging will probably, I would imagine, be the earliest I've ever forged. For sure. You can definitely forge earlier. We could have forced it, I think. But this should, so if all goes to plan, should be a pretty good early start. We even have some birch. We're going to have to find a maple. That's probably our next goal, is to forge, find a maple. We have 2 guts in 2 different places. Actually, we have 1 gut. Just kidding, we didn't get that other rabbit. We have 1 gut, so we're going to have to get another gut. We're going to have to get a maple. We'll do our forging. Let's put this someplace a little bit more obvious, so I don't forget it if I ever come back here, which I will have to because there's a nice gut here. But anyway, that's it for this episode. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you learned. Hopefully you had some fun. I did. Got a little stressful, but that's part of the challenge and the enjoyment. So, yeah, we'll forge next episode. Look for maple, get another gut. That's the plan. So, see you next time.